for your next question. That's good.
Okay, the next question has to do with John 3:13, and this person sent this note. I'm going to show you. I didn't make this note up. Here it is for those who have a wondering mind. This note was sent by this precious person, and it was about John 3:13, where John himself said. Now you remember, this is John. This is John before. This is John the disciple, the beloved. This is before he had his encounters in heaven in the book of Revelations. Okay, so this is John 3:13, and I guess people were questioning him, and he said his point to the people were, no one has ascended into heaven except the one who descended from heaven. That would be Jesus Christ. No one has ascended there except him. Now, in the time he said this, when he had said these words, he was trying to just assure people that people weren't going back and forth to heaven because they felt like it. But he himself, who said those words, no one has ascended in heaven or ascends into heaven, which either way he said that. This is going to clarify all of it. That's what he said in John 3:13. He had not yet had his own encounter.
Good.
After in the book of Revelations, and he was in the spirit on the Lord's day on the Isle of Patmos, where they put him because they couldn't kill him. They tried killing him. And he was on the Isle of Patmos in the spirit, and he heard a voice. He saw a door open, and he said, come up, I'm going to show you things. And after that encounter, John the beloved never said again, nobody can ascend into heaven, because he did himself. He had a real encounter, and man, he was shown a lot, not just heaven. He saw the throne. He saw the Father with the rainbow around him sitting on the throne. So he could no longer say nobody can ascend into heaven and then come back. That was his point. Nobody can ascend into heaven, come back except Jesus Christ. He didn't say that anymore, because he then himself was caught up, saw heaven, saw the future, and came back to share it because God said for him to share it. That wiped out that thing. But he was going by what he himself knew at the time in John 3:13. But in Revelation 4, it all changed.
That's good.
And then after that, he did talk probably many times about his encounter in heaven where he saw the Father on the throne. And guess what? He came back. He didn't die to go to heaven, okay? He was taken by God to see things. And by the way, that's exactly what the Father does with me. He takes me when he feels like it. Now, I'm sure he told John on the Isle of Patmos, who probably heard from him a lot because he had a lot of alone time with him there. But still, this was different for him to be caught up, shown the future, seen the Father on the throne. And then when he came back, he had to tell people, well, guess what? People can ascend because he ascended into heaven. And, you know, even Paul made a statement that he was caught up into the third heaven. That's where heaven is. And there were things that he couldn't even talk about. He was so undone. So actually, guess what? He was caught up there and he was brought back. That's another person who's been to heaven and been back. They didn't die to go there. So God is catching up many people right now, rather than falsely accusing people or arguing about that statement. Why not believe God to give you a glimpse?
That's good.